Greetings, I'm Ed Marsh, host of Signals from the OP, a bi-weekly video blog that focuses on revenue growth related issues of emerging interest and importance for industrial manufacturing companies, execs, and directors. If you know of someone who might find value in this, please share it with them. I'm going to start by dropping some statistics that should make all our blood run cold. According to various research from EBSTA and Pavilion, B2B sales is in an existential crisis. Now, here are some really alarming numbers. Only 29% of reps made quota in 2022. Win rates decreased by 15% in 2022. Average deal values dropped by 32%. The length of sales cycles increased on average by 32%. Then RepView research finds that the number of reps who report hitting their goal fell 10% in the 12 months ending in August of 2023. So first, a few caveats. This research pertains primarily to tech companies, and much of it is focused on 2022 numbers. Does that mean that it's not relevant to B2B industrials? Can we simply ignore it, confident that our industrial world is different? My answer is no. There's a storm coming that's going to hit industrials. It's only partially a function of economic uncertainty. There are fundamental changes happening in how companies and people buy. I've talked about many of these here. Buying teams, risk aversion and indecision, consensus decisions, overwhelming information, overwhelming workloads and available bandwidth, changing expectations for research and interactions with vendors, and the role of partnership marketing and sales. Many are coming together at once. And I've spoken before about the lessons industrial companies can learn from SaaS and technology. Yes, they operate under massive pressure for growth from demanding investors, so they have to figure it out. That means experimentation with marketing and sales. Now, does all of it apply to industrials? Of course not. Selling $1 million machines at the core of a factory's operations is different than selling a $1,000 a month software subscription. And industrials typically don't have 50% of revenue available for marketing, so it's different. I say, so what? There's still a lot that we can learn. I'm taking two key lessons away from this research and these statistics. First, technology is our canary in the figurative coal mine. Sales plunged for tech and SaaS in about June of 22, and companies started massive layoffs of their swollen marketing and sales teams. At the time, industrial companies still had order books that were full with COVID-related demand. Industrials really only started to feel the same stirrings I sensed maybe in Q2 of 2023. The second lesson is that tech experienced this even with their emphasis on integration of marketing and sales, sales enablement, carefully constructed sales process, great training and coaching, optimization and efficiency. There are massive fundamental market changes that are happening. The problem for B2B industrials is that they're accustomed to cyclical changes. Many folks that I talk to, they're seeing a slowdown in lead generation, project creation, pipeline forecasts, and close won sales, but they're not freaking out yet because they've been through cycles before. Well, it's certainly unproductive to panic, but at the same time, I believe that this insouciance is misplaced. What we're seeing isn't a cyclical change, but rather a secular one. There are fundamental changes happening in how companies buy. That means we have to change how we sell. We must improve sales efficiency. That's easy to say, of course, but hard to do. Boosting sales efficiency is going to take a number of proactive steps, steps like those I outline in the overall revenue effectiveness framework. I'll drop a link below for a free diagnostic if you're interested. Sales efficiency isn't a simple isolated output. It's a product of many factors, including, for instance, company strategy and culture. Are we focused on the right market and buyers with the right products at the right price? And are we oriented around solving customer problems or just touting our technology? It depends on marketing to attract more prospects early in their journey, facilitating connections with sales who can then help by establishing credibility as a business resource and gradually work toward deals. Are sales properly trained, coached, and measured? Do the teams even have the right people with the right skills? And does technology support the buyer experience and sales efficiency as well as rep effectiveness? Those four pillars, strategy and board oversight, manufacturing marketing, industrial sales, and marketing and sales technology, are the core of ORE, or overall revenue effectiveness as I call it. It's a systems approach to revenue growth that adopts many best practices from production and operations and applies them to revenue growth. Continuous improvement, process engineering, measurement KPIs, accountability, and rigor are common in production and yet often missing in marketing and sales. Just like a production line, if we can optimize each aspect and improve the efficiency of each step, then small changes along the way can have massive cumulative impacts at the end with net output and system efficiency. So changes are coming for industrial sales. Changes which I believe will rattle and challenge industrial manufacturing execs who may expect a cycle and are unprepared for a fundamental market shift. We've got to move quickly and proactively to begin to improve sales rep efficiency, understanding that it's a product of numerous interrelated functions. I'm Ed Marsh, and this is Signals from the OP. I hope you found this episode helpful, even if a bit alarming. But if so, please hit the bell, like the episode, subscribe to my channel, and share this with others.